Alright, folks. So, after you've seen a few guitars, maybe a few hundred guitars, the excitement starts to wane a little bit. So you begin to become a little bit more selective about the things that you get excited about. And you further become a little bit more selective about the things that you would actually want to own. And while it might not seem like that in my case, I can assure you for every guitar that I've filmed and Googled and goggled at, there have been a dozen right behind it that were snoozeville. But this, look at that. Did you even know such a thing existed? And this one's been played a lot. This one's got lots of love marks. Lots of love marks everywhere. The finish is checking everywhere. And not just those scratches, but like actual checking in the finish. And it's hard to film. But there are lines. You can see them. And there. But those are all over the guitar. Even in the here, you can see them. Anyway, so she's been played. And I've never even heard of this. I have to be honest. So 1996, this is a 96 model. There's not a heap of information about these on the internet. Or at least that I was able to quickly Google about. But I did see the one guy who demos guitars and never talks, Greg's something or other. He played both a 95 and a 96, one of these. The only difference visually that I could see was that the 95 had the top hat style knobs and pointers, and the 96 had these gold style speed knobs and no pointers. So my one appears to be completely stock. The only sad thing about this is that there's no paperwork with it. Like, it's not that I'm concerned that it's fake. It's obviously not a fake. Just would have been nice to have the original paperwork and the original case for it, because I'm sure this must have come with a case. Probably a nice case too. But anyway, yeah. There she is. Never even heard of it before until a friend of mine traded into it, and he didn't want it. And then he brought it over for a setup, and I was like, I love this. What do you need to get for it? And there you go. So now I have another Les Paul. It's in stunning condition. It's in stunning condition in terms of its setup. The intonation is perfect. I already checked. It's dead nuts bang on. These fret tops do look a little bit flat, but from what I recall, Gibson fret tops have always looked a little bit flat. And I can tell somebody's rounded off the edges of these, so somebody's given these a bit of attention. And I can tell the nut's been cut, and it plays really well. That's the thing. I've been playing it, and really outside of the fact that I now feel like 10s on a Les Paul are like spaghetti noodles, and that's what this has on it. It's got 10s on it. Outside of the fact that these strings just feel a little bit too slinky for me, I'm just going to put a standard set of 11s on it, and then check the relief in the neck. Just double check that, and should be pretty good. And it's a shame too, because these strings even feel like they were just put on. But I can't play it. I don't like it like this. It feels like a person like me owned it and gave it a little bit of a how you doing before. Which is all I'm gonna do. What say you, tuners? Are you good and tight? Sure feels like it. Let's see. Use a little tighten up. There we go, that's better. And better. Might as well. Might as well give her a little bit of the grease. Oh yeah. A little bit of the grease factor. A little bit of the gear lube oil factor. Yeah, buddy. There we go, 100%. Feel better. Now, I don't want to change these tuners because A, they're original, B, they're gold, and C, I can actually, this guitar stays in tune just fine. Alright, well, it's a little while later for me, but obviously instantaneous for you. And just down here actually changing out the strap buttons because this guitar came with strap locks, like it's the standard Shaler strap locks. And the owner wanted the strap locks back. Well, he asked me if I wouldn't mind giving them back. And I said, oh yeah, sure, no trouble. Because I don't normally use strap locks, like let's be honest. I'm not out gigging, I'm not throwing my guitar around my neck. And I don't really love the way they look, if I'm honest. But anyway, I digress. Because it's a bit of a stupid story, but the point of which is, I did have these little gold strap locks in my parts bin, but they're just a little bit too shallow, so I'm not keen to use them. So I just talked my friend into letting me have these ones. Anyway, so I'm just putting them back on, and I'm not even sure why I told you all that, but the point of which is now that I had even, I didn't have gold screws, so I just went and I spray painted some gold just so they wouldn't be sticking out. But these come with black ones, but they're just because they're recessed in the thing, you don't really see them. But anyway, I've spray painted mine. And they're a little longer, and it's better to have a little longer ones that are a bit longer anyway. So I thought I would just quickly talk about this guitar. So it didn't need much for setup. It is the second Les Paul that I've gotten that came to me that I got that was relatively clean and pretty well set up. And aside from the fret tops that are a bit flat, I don't think it's unusual for this era of Les Paul. because I do seem to remember these earlier Gibsons with flatter fret tops. Some of them. Like, I've owned a few studios, and I do seem to remember them having flatter fret tops. And it plays fine. Like, that's the thing. It bends fine everywhere. The action is really, like, quite low. It's lower than both my guitars. Both my other guitars. This is my guitar now. But the intonation is perfect. Like, the guy, whoever owned this, I don't know if he owned it, like, from new or probably not. But this guitar has been played. This guitar has it's got a nice wear mark here. It's got all the checking and fading lines from being 20 years old, 21 years old, about to be 22 years old, this guitar, 2018. It's a 1996, I think I've already said that. So yeah, there wasn't a heap to film, if I'm honest. But I did want to share this guitar because, like I said, probably at the beginning of the video, I've never seen a Les Paul like this. I'm sure there exist many limited edition type or limited run or special type run Gibsons and Fenders that I have never seen. But this is one from my time, like a 96. I would have been 22 in 1996. I was born in 1974. Yeah, I would have been 22. So this is definitely right. This is definitely would have come out around, in my 20s. Although, having said that, in my 20s I was way more into girls than I was into guitars. Okay, so I'll just, now that I've taken those on and off and put them on and off. Oh yeah, check out this amazing strap that I'm not a big fan of the skulls myself. Not really into the skulls, but that's what came with the guitar. Buddy, you can absolutely 100% have this back. There's no danger of me asking you to keep this. I can assure you of that. I can assure you of that. So yeah, I haven't had much motivation to make videos lately. I don't know whether it's the weather or what it is, but I just sapped for any motivation to do this. I've been playing a lot. Been taking lessons, which I'm very much enjoying. And my teacher has I asked him if he would appear in a video, and he was cool about it. He was like, yeah, for sure. So I might get my might get my guitar teacher involved in a video, which would be pretty fun. He's a good guy. He plays really well. His name is Francis. He runs a local music guitar teaching business, and his model is that they come around to your house. So he's called Go Music Guitar Lessons or something like that. Yeah, let's see if I can give you a good look at so you can see she's got quite a load of dents and dings all over. Let's see. There you go. You can see all the lacquer that's all over the guitar. But it's cool. It's cool because it's real. It's pretty hard to film though, but I can see it here in person. Like there's big ones like that. And the headstock is really bad. The headstock is a bit tragic actually. Need that? Yeah, the headstock is a little bit tragic. This, I do find this a bit tragic. But that's okay. I don't mind. I don't mind. It is what it is. I'm not going to try to fix it or repair it or anything like that. Right? You have Mark Agnesi in 50 years pulling this out of its non-original Gibson hard case. And this guitar is all original, which is pretty amazing. All except for the strap pins. Everything else is original. So that's pretty cool, which is a big reason why I didn't change these up. These are working. I did tighten them up. They were quite loose. Put 11s on it, greased the nut, greased her down there, gave her a little how you doing, and it's good. It's good, good, good. Stable, staying in tune. Right? It's doing what I need it to do. But yeah, just a stunner of a guitar. Somebody will love this guitar. There's quite a bit of buckle rash on the back too. Right? But overall though, I mean, pretty well maintained guitar. Like it plays really well. The neck's really like in perfect condition.